It is Creative Space, your proud sponsor, Catherine Shapiro, right here on Omega Radio.
From all the pain, I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, beautiful.
Tune in and listen. Creative Space on Omega Radio every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Your host, Catherine Shapiro. Good morning, everybody out there in Omega Radio land. I am your beautiful and barefoot host, Catherine Shapiro. We are in the creative space as we are every Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock. And we are happy to hear from you. In fact, all of our best ideas come from you. So if you're an artist with a story to tell, if you have a terrific piece of public art that you would like to talk about, give us a call. Our number is 1-954-682. Oh, sorry about that. It's 1-954-900-4310. We are so happy to hear from you, and our operators and engineers are waiting to take your calls. The reason I would like to do this is I know everyone wonders where all of the public art that you see in our cities and towns and on the walls and in the parks, where does that come from? There is a segment of art, fine art, and sculptural art that's called public art. And by definition, it means it's open to the public and free for viewing for the most part. And I know for a while I had no idea how that happened. So I decided to do a little research. And if you're an artist, there are all kinds of places where you can have your work included in public art displays for very little, for a while, for a long time in some cases. And it is an absolutely wonderful way to get your work seen. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we're going to be talking to a lot of people who are responsible for the making and placing of public art. So stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of really good information here for you, especially if you're just getting started. Believe it or not, public libraries are one of the best places for individual artists to show their work. Broward County libraries have a changing monthly exhibit in the vestibule when you enter the door, where they talk to and show the work of local artists. Sometimes they'll do art demonstrations. Sometimes they allow visitors to talk to the artists. We have had exhibits as the Coral Springs Artist Guild has had exhibits in the vestibule and the lobby of the library here locally in Coral Springs. So just ask at the front desk and they'll give you a form to fill out. And a lot of times it's close to free or free of charge for the artist, especially if they're a member of the local guilds. They love to promote local artists in local places. And if you would like to do the same where you live, the best place to find it is either your local county webpage, your city webpage. Sometimes the state even has exhibits like this in rest areas and welcome centers and visitor centers across the state. So you want to go on the Florida state webpage at .gov, of course, and find those places, because they are really, really amazing spots for great artists to show great art. And since this is the dog days of summer, I am looking at and searching for great ways to avoid the heat by making art. There are all kinds of terrific summer classes out there. And just to let you know, the Coral Springs Museum of Art is still signing up students, but you're running out of time. What you want to do for further information is go to their webpage at csmoa.org and find out about the latest art classes. They have drawing classes, they've got filmmaking, they have all sorts of family classes on the second Saturday of the month, every month. And some of them require pre-registration, so you want to get in as soon as you can. Now, if you are an artist just wanting to get started and you've never shown a piece of art anywhere, one of the best places to do it is local businesses here in your area. If you see a blank space on the wall of your dentist's waiting room, for heaven's sake, let them know and tell them that you would love to fill that space for them. Hospitals, waiting rooms, dentist offices, they are really, really terrific ways for you to showcase to local businesses who you are. And local businesses, it's a great way to tell the public who you are. Art says a great deal about the business that shows it. It says, A, you support the arts. It says, B, you're a discriminating person who likes a little bit of color in their life. And C, the subject of your artwork shows your customers what your interests are. My doctor has a wonderful office full of art. He's a jazz musician, part-time, and he has all kinds of different jazz posters, jazz art, musical art in his office. So take a cue from your waiting room, pay attention to the land around you, and get with it. Get with your local businesses and ask them about your art. There are even ways that you can rent part-time works for temporary spaces from artists. And if you want to find out more, just come on over to my Facebook page for more information. It's www.facebook.com/catscreations. Because I've been doing so many new things lately, I've had to change my webpage a little bit, and it's in a remodel. But you can get me on any social media platform, and if you would like to come on and expand your space into Omega Radio, go for it. Call me, send a message. Again, the number here at the station for live call-in is 1-954-900-4310, and we are happy and glad to see you today. If you have an idea for a program, you can follow me on Instagram. You can see me on Twitter. You can subscribe to Omega Radio's YouTube page and catch previous episodes and listen to them or watch them anytime. I am a lucky woman and a very happy person at this point, and so proud to be a sponsor of Omega Radio. They are a full-service, wonderful broadcasting partner with lots of recording space to do lots of different things. And we are looking to hear from you. If you are an artist and you need event space, we have that too. If you'd like to teach a class, we would love to promote it for you. Last year, we had a retreat with a young artist named Lori Royce. She was fabulous. She is a seascape, skyscape, plein air artist that is just extraordinary. And what she does is she goes out to different businesses and out to restaurants once a month and sells her work in the restaurant, right there in the lobby. A lot of restaurants make terrific places to show your art. She also has arrangements with hotels and that sort of thing. So it's all about the relationships you form, the people you contact, and the places you are. Pay attention to the places you go. Just like in the Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. It really is an amazing thing. If I have learned anything, I've learned that it's important to be flexible. Don't let anybody ever tell you you cannot make money and you cannot be seen with your art. Don't ever let anybody tell you it's not a worthy pursuit. It is. That creative impulse was given to all of us as a gift from God. Everybody has their way of being creative. If you're a tax attorney, that's how you're creative. Lawyers have to be very creative. Doctors create new treatments, get all kinds of new ideas. And you never know what is going to come to you. When a good friend of mine and host of Arts in Motion, Gabriela Esquivel, were talking the other day with our guest, he said that ideas often just come to him, and sometimes you got to stop and record them. So carry a method to record those ideas with you. I carry my sketchbook almost every single day, everywhere I go. If you don't have a lot of room, there are some that are credit card size, and they're absolutely wonderful. I have a lot of apps in my phone that accomplish the same thing. If you see an image you like, draw it, photograph it, and you can do it in the studio later. If you like to be out and about, especially this time of year, be careful where you go, ask permission, use sunscreen, and be safe, because you do not want anything to happen while you're on the road, because the world is an interesting and uncertain place sometimes. If you like museums, a lot of times at this time of year they have what they call reciprocal arrangements. If you're a member at one museum, you can get in as a member in the others. I've been told we are at the magic hour. It's 11:11, and we have 2 minutes. So let's continue to talk to one another. Let's be good to each other. We're here every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, and we'd love to hear from you. This is Catherine Shapiro in the Creative Space, and I am out for this week. See you next time.
From all the pain, I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, beautiful.
Tune in and listen. Creative Space on Omega Radio every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Your host, Catherine Shapiro.
Percent of its pink.
You're just tuned into Creative Space with Catherine Shapiro. Stay locked in here as we connect with Vernon Darby with Spot On here on Omega Radio.
Because they are the ones who are supposed to be overseeing these activities, these companies, making sure that they do their part. Because, my goodness, you're paying every year for these electricity bills, right? I know it is that you see what's happening now is that, as I said, we're very